Alright guys, we are back with my WWE Raw review for the 29th of the 9th, 2014. I thought this last episode of Raw, in my opinion, wasn't a bad show. Some of the stuff I thought was kind of dry. I thought some of the stuff on the show, like we had too many authority segments for a start. I thought that really drained Raw for me. I thought the match of the night was the Dolph, Cesaro and Miz triple threat match. Sheamus, some of the other stuff. We had three Divas matches on this show, which I didn't think was necessary, really, in my opinion. You could have had just a tag match between the two women, and got the two Divas feuds just in one. So we open up Raw this week with the Authority and Heyman coming out. The Authority come out. Stephanie takes jabs at CM Punk. She says, "Oh, you guys are quitters like CM Punk." Well, she didn't like memorize his name or anything like that, but she says, "Oh, well, you guys are all quitters and stuff." Then Heyman comes out. He says that Lesnar was pissed off at Cena, and Rollins tried to. He says that Brock was pissed off at Cena. He got beat by Cena, and he got attacked by Rollins. So he says that then Rollins says that he's sorry that he attacked Lesnar and tries to cash in. He said he won't do it again, but he said he does want to face Brock Lesnar, and he said he wants to have an opportunity. Then then Triple H says that he wants Dean Ambrose to give Seth Rollins, he's going to need that briefcase back, or something like that. He says that the briefcase is important, and then Ambrose comes on the screen and he says that, "Do you guys want it? You're going to come and find me." So we have a couple of segments backstage where we have Jamie Noble, and I'll talk about that later. But yeah, and then we have John Cena come out. He attacks Rollins, so obviously he attacks Rollins. And I was thinking here, I think a good way. I was thinking about this tonight. I was thinking a great way to put these three guys together. If Brock's not going to be at Hell in a Cell, and he hasn't got a few for Hell in a Cell, why do you not have a Hell in a Cell match, triple threat match, where you can have Cena, Rollins and Ambrose, and have a known contender match between those three guys, and then whoever wins the known contenders match at Hell in a Cell gets to face Brock Lesnar at Survivor Series. I think that would be a great way to add to this feud, and if Ambrose gets a known contender spot, good for him. I'm a big fan of Dean Ambrose, So then the first match tonight, which was an IC title match, it was a triple threat match. It was The Miz versus Dolph versus Cesaro. This was a really good triple threat match. I enjoyed it. This was a lot of good finishes here. Dolph super kicks Cesaro, then Cesaro uppercuts The Miz, then Dolph throws Cesaro outside the ring, and then Dolph gets a win. I thought this was a really awesome match. The fans were chanting, "This is awesome," and I would say this was awesome. This was the best opener. So this was a really good opener for Raw. It was awesome. I was in tune for it. We had a lot of false finishes for this match. Really good. I enjoyed it. The fans enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Really good by the WWE. And it was a good IC title match. I hope these guys. I hope we get a Cesaro and shit. I hope we get a Cesaro and. I hope that we see a Dolph and Cesaro feud soon, because I think that will really sell, an IC title match, because those two guys can really put on, a good storyline. They can really tell a good story and really tell a good story inside the ring, and also they can cut some good promos on each other, which I think will be pretty good. Then we get to then we get to a segment, Jamie Noble. And then Triple H tells Jamie Noble and Triple H tells Jamie Noble to find Dean Ambrose. Then Jamie Noble and Joey Mercury are trying to find, asking the wrestlers where's Ambrose, and they say we don't know where he is. Then backstage Triple H put a sign down in the match. Then Triple H puts him in the match with Sandow. Then the second match tonight, which was Rosa versus Layla. It was an alright match. Layla wins with a neck breaker, whatever. Then we get to an Ambrose promo. Ambrose is trying to get rid of the Authority's merchandise. He basically says that I want to get rid of all the Authority's merchandise. It's horrible. He said and then he says that I was in the confession stand. Then Jamie Noble comes out, and the other guy, Joey Mercury, he comes out, they basically want the briefcase, and he says, "Oh, I didn't know they was gonna send the cruiserweight division." I thought that was a funny line by Ambrose. But yeah, and then Rollins comes out with the security guards. So then Ambrose says, "Listen, Seth, I'm gonna let you get the briefcase." So he lets him go in the ring. He opens up the briefcase, Seth. Then he opens up the briefcase, and Rollins gets hit with some green goo or something like that, which I thought was very different, because normally Ambrose is, I'm glad that, what I'm liking about this Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose is, I like every single week they're always putting something new to this feud. They're not just attacking, cutting promo. They're doing something different with Dean Ambrose. He's not just promo cutting, attacking, promo cutting, attacking. They're doing something very different with Dean Ambrose. They're, you know, really booking Dean Ambrose really well. And later on this week, I will do a video on how great they do on Dean Ambrose later this week. So check out that. But basically, I'm going to talk about that in that video. But I'm really liking how they're really booking Dean Ambrose as a main event guy, and it's really good. On the other hand, though, I'm kind of pissed off that they're not really booking Seth Rollins as a main event guy, because he is your Mr. Money in the Bank briefcase holder, and he's getting treated like shit. He's running like a chicken shit heel. This heel turn for Seth Rollins has been a total epic fail, I think, in my opinion. I mean, he's just such a chicken shit heel. I would like to see Seth Rollins actually have a chance to beat up Dean Ambrose himself, instead of like having cheap shots as Ambrose. I don't really like that. Anyway, I'm gonna move on. Then we get to the oh yeah, I said about that. Then we get to a segment. Rollins is pissed off that Ambrose has had his briefcase and he's sprayed green goo over him and stuff. Then Triple H tells Kane and Orton that they have a match against Cena and Ambrose tonight. Then we get Henry come out. He says that he apologises to the fans for letting him down. Then the third match tonight, which was Henry versus Dallas. Bo Dallas wins with a bulldog. Before the match, Bo Dallas was talking some shit to Mark Henry stuff, saying that the whole thing should be retired and stuff like that. So it kind of looks like a Hell in a Cell. We're probably gonna have a Bo Dallas and Mark Henry feud, which I think is alright, I guess. I'm not really a fan of it too much. After the commercial break, we do have Mark Henry does beat up Bo Dallas after the match. Then we get to the fourth match tonight, which was Bray versus Cameron. Nikki puts her in a handicap match, so Bray wins with a roll up. It was Titus and Heath. The fifth match tonight, which was Titus and Heath Slater versus Los Matadores. Heath Slater, wait a minute. The Gator and El Torito chases the Gator. Then Heath Slater, Slater throws one of the Los Matadores guys off the top rope and he gets the win. After the match, the Gator and the El Torito are fighting, and then the Los Matadores do the double tag team move. Then the Bunny hits a frog splash on Slater, and that was the end. It kind of looks like we're gonna have Adam Rose and Titus O'Neil or Heath Slater feud. I don't really know, but whatever. Then we get to a segment. Renee interviews John Cena. He says that the fans are getting behind Dean Ambrose. He says that he knows that that Ambrose wants his hands on Rollins, but he said he wants his hands on Rollins. Then Ambrose says that he wants Rollins tonight. Then the sixth match tonight is Alicia Fox versus AJ. Alicia Fox wins. I don't know how she won, but yeah. After the match, Paige and Alicia attack her, they throw soda over and stuff. And then we get to a segment. Hogan talks about the breast awareness. And then we get to a Hulk Hogan segment where Hogan's talking about the Susan G. Komen cancer stuff. So yeah. Then we get to the seventh match tonight, which was Miz versus Sandow versus Sheamus. Sheamus wins with Bro Kick. In the match, Sheamus did push Sandow into Miz while Miz was on commentary, so we're probably gonna have a Miz and Sheamus feud. Then we get oh yeah, I said that. Then we get to the 8th match tonight, which was Cena and Ambrose versus Kane and Orton. This was a good. I'll say this was a decent match. It wasn't the best tag match. I mean, I think this was a decent match. But like I said, I thought this was a decent match. Dean Ambrose gets a hot tag for Cena. You know, he's doing clotheslines and crossbars and stuff. Then Seth Rollins comes in after Dean Ambrose was a dirty deed. Hits Dean Ambrose, and Cena and Ambrose win by DQ. After the match, Kane is attacking Cena, and Orton's trying to attack Ambrose, but he fights off Orton, and then Orton. Oh, wait a minute. Then Rollins is getting attacked by Ambrose. Then Ambrose gets RKO'd by Randy Orton. Then Orton RKO's Cena. Then Rollins is a curse stomp on Ambrose and Cena. And that's how we ended Raw. I thought this last episode of Raw was a good show. I didn't think it was a bad show, but it wasn't the best show in the world. But it was a good show. I liked the Chicago crowd. They were red hot all night, like they usually are in Chicago, which was good. So that, guys, is my WWE Raw review for the 29th of the 9th, 2014. What do you guys think of this show? Leave your thoughts in the comments, and thanks for watching, guys. Brag out.